Now, Matt, let's talk about the Trump campaign because it claims that it raised over $4 million in the day after the indictment broke. We've been seeing that. But then on the other hand, you've got these potential 2024 rivals refusing to attack Trump for potentially breaking the law. How do any of these Republican challengers think that they have a chance at the nomination if they're just too scared to go after the former president?
Well, that's a great question, Simone. I mean, that reality is in the Republican primary today, as of Saturday today, Donald Trump is stronger today than he was 3 days ago. That's reality. He's got more money. He's got more money, as you just stated. His popularity, I think, is solidified because of the Republican primary voters' reaction to this. And I actually think this is the indictment for Donald Trump came, but this whole thing is much more of an indictment of the rest of the Republicans who refuse at all to hold Donald Trump accountable, not only for this, but for the last 5-6 years of what he's done to our democracy in this. And that, to me, is the fundamental problem. For all we say about Donald Trump and the problematic nature of Donald Trump, the real problem is not fundamentally Donald Trump. It's that a major political party in our country has given up on the rule of law and is unwilling to confront Donald Trump because they're worried about their base.
You know, Congresswoman, it would seem that that statement by Matthew is not hyperbole because we just heard Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida attack the Manhattan district attorney without even knowing the charges that are against Donald Trump. So what do you think this reveals about how Ron DeSantis, but also maybe the Republican Party apparatus as a whole, views our legal system?
Yeah, and listen, let's get one fact also straight. They have been targeting the district attorney, which is extremely dangerous for his safety. But the reality is that it was the grand jury that is finally indicting Donald Trump. They saw the evidence brought towards them, and they decided in the majority to bring this indictment of the former president. But look, the pillar and the basis of our democracy are fair and free elections, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and the rule of law, and also protecting the institutions that are backing them. And what we've been seeing from the extreme MAGA Republican Party is that they have been chipping away at the trust of these institutions, which is right now what all of them are doing. And not only are they doing that, but they're also using conspiracy theories and anti-Semitic probes. If you start looking at all the responses from Rick Scott to Ron DeSantis, it's exactly the same. They're targeting the district attorney, and they're also attacking George Soros, which is a complete lie that he's funding these charges. It's just completely false. So the disinformation, the conspiracy theories, attacking the legal system, it's a huge threat to our democracy. And I really want to warn those that have been on air celebrating the indictment of Donald Trump. This is a serious moment for our democracy, and I think we need to wait and let the legal system play itself out. We shouldn't be celebrating, and we also shouldn't be inciting violence.
I completely agree. Folks, we have to urge caution. Matt, the Congresswoman brought up the George Soros-funded attacks that are being lobbed out there, and I really think that it's important to acknowledge that these are like a bullhorn for an anti-Semitic trope that is really Jewish funded. It's this idea that Jewish people control everything. This is anti-Semitic. Where are the calls within Republican leadership to denounce this?
Well, you know, I'm glad you brought that up because this, to me, is the perfect storm of both a combination of anti-Semitism and racism. It doesn't go beyond me that they're doing this for an African-American DA in New York, right? Simultaneously bringing up Soros. And the Soros thing, as you know, because you've watched this unfold, is like their version, you know, the children's toy, Fisher's the border. It's just the same thing they say over and over again. But they keep doing this. And as you know from the data, that the rise of incidents of anti-Semitic violence over the course of the last few years has risen dramatically in this. Those things are connected because what you think becomes what you say and then becomes what somebody does in response to those words that come out of your mouth. But again, this is a confluence of both to me, both racism and anti-Semitism, and they're using it. Unfortunately, there's a group of voters in our country, which is in the Republican Party, that responds to it.